Hey everyone, Mr. Mom Collectibles. I'm back with another video for the mods on the Hot Toys Back to the Future DeLorean. Once again, this is another video in a small series of mods that I'm doing on the car. Today we're going to be focusing in on the tires, and as you can see there, this is the Hot Toys DeLorean. The tires as they come stock, and the biggest thing that's missing on these is actually the Goodyear logo. Now, of course, Mike Lane, once again, coming through clutch with a fantastic mod, probably one of the more important ones, I think, to the car. And as you see here, this is a picture of my vehicle before doing the mod. But obviously for licensing reasons, probably not wanting to pay for it, Hot Toys does not have the Goodyear logo that goes on the tires. Like other companies may have had when they did model replications. So Mike Lane has come through clutch once again with a kit here, and this is his tire transfer kit. And what this is the dry rub, and I'll show you guys how to do this in a demonstration. But here's the information inside the pamphlet. It shows you the process step by step. Comes with a set of transfers. You get ones for the front and ones for the back. The logos are slightly sized differently for the back and tires in the front, but he has it all perfectly labeled out for you guys. Here are the transfers here. As you can see, you get three of them, three of each. Three for the back, three for the front, and you get some spares, obviously, just in case you make a mistake. They have all the markings there, an F and an R for the front and the rear. As I said, the logos are very slightly different, so be sure you're putting them on the right tire. Has paper on the back side, so the transfer doesn't come off. The following is a list of items that you need: scissors, pencil is what you'll need for this as well, and this is an optional lubricant, a dressing they call it. This is optional. You can buy it with or without, a little bit more money with it, but this is like a sealant that you would put over the logo once it's applied, and it seals it. It also gives the tire like a showroom dressing, as it's called on the bottle, so this is optional. You'll also need some Scotch tape, very simple. So what we're going to do here with the transfers is you cut one out, and then it has the lines on there. As you see those little curves, you actually size those up to the rim. So that's what we're going to do now. So the first thing is we cut one logo out, and then what you do is you actually cut it right down the center, so you're separating the Goodyear from the Eagle GT. So you see you have two of them right there, ready to go. Once again, make sure you put the logos in the correct position. I'll show you guys how to do that in a moment. Then what we're going to have to do is break out your Scotch tape and actually tape over the Goodyear logo. The felt paper underneath, you can get rid of that. And what you're going to do is that little curved line right there, you just line that up with the top side of the rim to ensure proper placement, as I'm doing here. And once you have that lined up to the best of your ability, you just put the tape down so it's fully taped to the tire. Make sure you don't move or anything like that, because you could rub off the logo in the wrong wrong location. So what I'm doing here is just very firmly pressing down the Scotch tape to make sure it's 100% secure to the tire. And like I said, that little line that curved line is lined up with the edge of the rim to ensure proper placement. Just going around it, making sure the tape is all secured. And we're doing the same thing with the bottom, that curved line, once again matching it to the outside edge of the rim. And this ensures proper placement. The Scotch tape, as I said, you're just securing it with that, making sure it's wrapped around, making sure the logo is completely covered in tape. That way there's no issue of a mistransfer. Everything's good there. Just rubbing it with my finger to make sure everything is perfectly taped down to the tire. And what we're going to do is take our pencil, and like a dry rub, you just pencil over it. You can go on the side of the pencil, or you can go really detailed. I go both ways. So what I do is I'm taking the tip of it and just kind of etching over each letter, making sure I'm secure, going over each one thoroughly, making sure all the lead is transferred. And then I sometimes will go to the side depending on the angle. So what I'm doing is just making sure I got proper coverage. In the instructions that Mike provides, he recommends doing it at least 2 to 3 times pass over to make sure that you have proper transfer. So you can see here, I'm just doing the top, going back and forth, more times the better. It's just to ensure. And then obviously if you have to get into any crevices, you hold the pencil up to get more fine coverage. Just make sure everything's covered. Satisfied with the top, then you just move on to the bottom. Just repeat the same process, just going nice and slow, making sure you're getting the lead transfer on all of the logo, every letter, every edge of it, So important. If you miss anything and peel the tape off, it's possible that you'll have some of the logo still attached to the original paper. So you want to make sure for complete transfer. As you can see here, the logo is pretty much getting covered in lead all around. You know, whatever technique works. If you want to go fine tip, just to make sure you're not digging too hard into it or you're, you know, cutting into anything. But you can see here, the pencil is not fully sharpened. It's pretty dull. Dull is actually better. And just going back over the top just to make sure there's no spots I missed before I pull the tape off. And then I just go on the side. Gently start peeling the tape back very slowly. Do not just pull it off like a band-aid. Nice and easy, making sure every letter is transferred perfectly. And you see there's the bottom, the Eagle GT logo, perfectly transferred. The only thing left over is the mark line, because we never actually touched that with the lead pencil. And same thing with the top, just peeling it back nice and easy. It doesn't matter which direction you pull. You just want to make sure as you're pulling it back, you're making sure, ensuring every single letter is adhered properly, as we see right here. So there's the Goodyear logo, and what a difference that makes. I mean, it just elevates it to another level instead of it just being a plain black tire. Now the final thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the dressing. Little goes a long way, literally a drop. What I'm doing here right now is going to do the logos themselves. You can do the entire tire if you want the whole thing to have a shine to it, but for the sake of this exercise in this video, I'm just putting a little bit of a drop. A brush is supplied with it, but a little goes a long way. I might have used a little bit too much here, but you just rub it on. It looks a little bluish in the video. It is going to be dry clear. As you can see there, really nice shine. And you just paint around the logo, just brushing it on. And what this is going to do is it requires minimum 24 hours. What this will do is it will seal the logo up. That way, you know, there's no chance of it falling off or anything like that. But you can see the difference in the tire once I hit it with this solution, how shiny it looks. It looks like a showroom tire. It looks really, really nice. Now, you do not have to do this. I want to be clear. This kit I got with the transfers and the solution. There is two different versions. The solution is not required. It is an optional extra. You do have to pay a little bit more money for it. I opted to go with the full package, but once again, you do not have to do this. This is just something that Mike provides as an added optional piece if you want to seal this up. But you can leave it as is if you want, but I just wanted to show you guys. So like I said, this is another video in mods that I'm doing tutorial wise of how to elevate the car to another level and just give it just another extra level of detail that unfortunately Hot Toys wasn't able to provide in this case. But like I said, Mike Lane coming through Clutch once again. I'll put his all information in the description below, links to the product, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.